Welcome to Ponte Vedra Beach. Come on in. I'm Emily Painter. I am an interior designer here in Jacksonville, Florida. I've been in the business for about 15 years. I've worked in Atlanta and most recently Palm Beach, and I've had my own firm for about 5 years now. We are in one of my clients' homes in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. I've been working on this house with her over the last few years, kind of decorating it room by room. She has amazing taste and style, and it's one of my very favorite projects. This is their family room where they spend a ton of time. They've got 2 kids. We wanted to refresh it after they'd been here for several years when their kids were younger, and we wanted to do something really fun. So we had the wallpaper hand painted by this wonderful decorative painter, which was really unique. We switched out all the furniture and just added a lot of really detailed items all over the room. So the decorative painting, we came up with a concept. We looked at all of these different patterns and then went to him and he helped us figure out how to put them together. We put up a white grass cloth on the walls, and he made stencils, flew down from New York, and it took him a couple days. He laid out all of the patterns and was in here hand painting the stencils until it was perfect. One of my very favorite things, I love these side tables we had custom made for the space. They have this really cool star base. They are teak and they were made in India for us from one of my favorite furniture manufacturers. I love sewn Britain, and so does the client here. So we have several pieces of sewn fabric. This green chair, those little game table chairs over there are all sewn. We had these chairs made, they're Bonacina from Italy, so they were really special, beautiful rattan chairs to put in here. This sofa we recovered in a Femois fabric, which is just so fun, and I love the light blue, and even all the lampshades are all custom made and little Ian Sanderson prints. Similar to this room, I love greens and blues, especially here in Florida. I think that it's so happy together and really goes well with outside, with all of our palm trees and the ocean. So yeah, and light cotton prints, light linens, nothing too heavy here in Florida. And I do love to put a tassel or a trim. It just feels like it finishes out the piece. One of my very best friends, Aldous Bertram, is a favorite designer of mine. He's British. He has such a great eye for mixing fabrics and furniture, and it's just such a different look. And then, of course, Summer Thornton right now, I think she's amazing. She comes up with the most beautiful and over-the-top rooms, and I'm always so interested to see what she does. Now we're in the kitchen. We did a total refresh of this kitchen. We did it after we did the family room, so we wanted to pick this light blue that transitioned really well into that room. At first, we started just having the cabinets be fair and borrowed light, and then we loved it so much that we did all of the walls and all of the trim and thought it just looked so much better fully painted out. These light fixtures over the island are Charles Edwards. They are so pretty and fun. We did them in white, which was a little bit more casual than the brass or polished nickel option. We also put this fun Schumacher fabric over the windows with these Roman shades, just a little pattern to pop off the blue cabinetry. The fabric on the Roman shades is actually with Molly Marn, artist that Weezie has a collaboration with. And I think you guys actually have this fabric at your store. So these bar stools are kind of the showstopper piece of furniture that we were so excited about. They are by And Objects. We picked this mint green leather that we thought was so fun in the blue kitchen, and kind of this Carolina blue leather that's wrapped around the legs. And they actually go really well with the new towel by Weezie. So here is the kitchen table area in the kitchen. We did this laminated built-in banquette that is used daily by the family. Obviously super easy to clean. It's in an Anaspiro fabric in the blues and greens of the room. We also had this really cool light fixture made. It's in the same Schumacher fabric, and we just loved the shape and thought it was a really fun piece to put in here. This is a piece of art that we bought for the kitchen. It's from Get the Gusto in West Palm Beach, and it has this insane wicker frame. Just so stunning. Now we're in the dining room, which is one of my very favorite spaces in the house. We did this beautiful Anaspiro de Gournay wallpaper, which we both fell in love with. It felt very islandy and appropriate for the home, and we loved all the colors and the border. So this was our starting point with the room, and we kind of just used those colors to pick everything else. When they installed this, we realized, or de Gournay told us that we are the only people in the US that ordered this paper. So it was the first time that they had installed it as well. The border is actually not part of the main paper. It was cut and applied, and we actually went a little bit bigger with it than we originally thought, but we thought it really packed a big punch by being this really thick, cool border. We had this sideboard made in London and had it lacquered in this beautiful fair and ball color. My client loves collecting items, and these are these beautiful ceramic Italian vintage pieces. So we contacted so many different stores to get this collection for her, and I don't think she's done collecting. But the color looks so great with the wallpaper, so it was a perfect spot for them to go. So because there's so much pattern in the wallpaper, we really wanted to keep it simple with the pattern on the chairs. We went with this really simple stripe, but we found this picture of these old vintage chairs, and I hadn't seen anything like it before. And so we had them made for us. And I love this little detail here. They're fun, but still feel formal enough for this room. I also love the plaster light we hung in here. It's from Liz O'Brien in New York, and it's a little bit modern for this space, but goes really well and complements the room. So again, here we went with a solid, just so it went well with the wallpaper, and it's such a really pretty light blue. I added a shell trim, which I love to do in Florida. It just feels really beachy and appropriate. It's a polished chintz fabric, and so it's a little shiny. The clients use this room daily. They dine in here every night as a family. So we really wanted it to feel formal, but also feel casual for them. It's not just for special occasions. It's a daily thing. I heard about Weezie so long ago. It was when I lived in Palm Beach, and I think it might have been social media, and was really impressed by the brand from day one, and have loved watching it grow and all of the different collaborations and everything that Weezie offers now. I like how easy Weezie is. As a designer, I like that you can pick the colors, you can get your clients' monograms really quickly. They just make it so easy to place orders, and you can make it work in your design scheme with all their offerings. I am doing a few projects on the West Coast, which I'm really excited about. I've always been on the East Coast of Florida, so it's been great to go over there. A beautiful house in Sarasota with one of my favorite architects from Palm Beach. And then I'm finishing up a house in Boca Grande, Florida, right by the Gasparilla Inn, which I'm really excited about. It's gonna be very whimsical and full of color and right on the ocean. And it's such a fun place to visit that I'm super excited to be working there. In addition to being a designer, I'm also a mom of 2 young boys. So I'm really excited that Weezie is here shooting their Mother's Day collection at one of my projects. Thank you for coming. Like and subscribe for more.